eyes closed practice. It's great for jumps. Got to get that leap good. That's feeling decent. We'll stay there for that one. Let's back up a little bit. Trying to get, again, this song learned pretty well. This part I get a little tense on every time, so let's try it. This effect is really kind of a pain to do cleanly. This one's okay. Pretty easy. All white keys, right? Pretty easy. This one is a pain. Hey, Nitharide. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we can carol the bells, sure. There's one more part I want to practice on this, and then we'll do carol the bells. I gotta work on that part. That's the part I want to work on. Then we'll do Carol of the Bells. Hey, Lucas, thanks so much. Hey, I'm in the United States. Yeah, I'm in the United States. Brazil, that's awesome. Oh, how long have I been playing piano for? 28 years. 28 years. This is Liszt, but we can do some Chopin. Oh, awesome. India, that's amazing. Come on. Gotta clean that up. We can do Joy to the World. I'm guessing you're talking... All right, one more time. Yes. This... It's easy to do messy. I want to clean it up because I've been doing it messy too long. We're going to do it 2 more times, then we'll get into others. Oh, yeah. Take it easy. Check out my channel, Nitharide. I got all sorts of videos up. Shorts that are kind of more on the funny side. Longer videos that are more educational. Trying to stream more regularly. There we go. Oh, come on. You can break it up like that. Oh, thank you. Okay. I heard Carol the Bells. Hey, nice. I like Colorado. Great place. into some more of these, and then I'll do some more practicing. We can do some Moonlight Sonata. I might need to listen to a little bit. I remember a little bit of it. I don't remember it very well. So we'll listen to a little bit of That's what it is. I gotta figure out what the main chord is though. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, wow. People are going nuts. River Lullaby, Moonlight Sonata, Billion Moonlight Sonatas. Oh, thank you so much. Kurt Cocaine, you mean Kurt Cobain? Oh, and we got some chords in there. All right, we're just gonna sort of pick through. Are we talking about Moonlight Sonata like the fast part or the slow part? I'm happy to collab. I don't have a ton of time in the world, to be honest. I got a bunch of little kids, but I'm happy to collab. Let's do this chord progression while somebody answers me about we're doing slow or fast Moonlight Sonata. So I'm guessing the timing is not even though for those chords. So C major 7, G minor, G flat 7, F major, B flat. That would be the thing that makes the most sense. Okay, all right, that's a chord progression for Glam back there. River Lullaby, we can talk about it. Oh, thank you for the amazing for Apata. Campanella, Forces Berserk, Do Piano Man. Oh, thanks Jim and Co for the sub. I'm seeing a lot of Campanella. I'm not gonna sleep instead. Be responsible, Nitharite. I don't want to mess up your day tomorrow. Vienna, Piano Man. We can do some Piano Man. Slow Moonlight Sonata. Okay, we'll do Slow Moonlight Sonata. We maybe can try some big dogs. We're gonna kind of bounce around. So what? We did jazz chord progression. Let's do some Moonlight Sonata. I'm gonna pull up the music because I could BS it, but why BS it? We won't do the whole thing because it's long. But the harmonies on this sucker gets me every time. And then we're gonna fast forward a little bit to some of the best parts. We'll do all the let's see. Yeah, we'll do all the build up right near at the end. My channel is not monetized yet. So here's the crazy thing about YouTube and the way it is. Hey, Luis, good to see you again. Toccata and Fugue in D minor, we could do that. Bohemian Rhapsody, Kanye West Runaway, Back to Back for Elise. Slaps my fat, oily beer belly. Hey, guys, it's a great way to start there. Eminence and Shadow. So that must be from their that show. Yeah, I play jazz. We could do some jazz. You want Back to Black? We could do that. We'll bounce around. This is kind of fun. Lullaby from Prince of Egypt. We'll get to there. All right. Oh man. I'm sorry, I don't have super chat yet. You guys all need to get people to watch this so my watch time can go up so then I can add super chat. That would be amazing and super helpful. And then I'll make more of these. I will live stream. I would live stream for hours if I actually got paid even a little bit, because then I can justify it because I got a bunch of kids. So anyway. We're gonna do this by ear because that's more fun than trying to learn it by listening to it or music. I cheated myself like I knew. I think I got off which the change was. But anyway, we're messing around. Oh, thanks. Bella Ciao. So that's a thing to do. Yeah, we'll do a little sing-along. We'll do a couple sing-alongs. Thank you. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Regular crowd shuffled in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. Bohemian Rhapsody, I need to know what key that's in. I don't think I can play the... Once I get going, I know that song quite well. I haven't played it that much, but I've listened to it a million times, so we can definitely make it happen. Bohemian Rhapsody. We just need a little bit of the beginning. Bell ready? Sends shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gonna leave you all behind and face the truth. Sometimes wish I'd never been born. have written it. Right? It's right here. It's much easier when you read the music. Lots of music. All right, that's enough of that. Bella Ciao. Okay, we'll do Bella Ciao. I've seen a lot of that. What app do you use to see the notes? I just looked PDF. Quick, was just doing some Billy Joel, yep. Bucks 55. Empty Out Your Pockets by Juice World. We could definitely circle back for that. Used to be my favorite song as a child. Yeah, it's good. Nocturne in E flat. Yeah, I know that one. We could totally do that. Interstellar, we could pop around to that. Hey, Tiffy. Thanks, everyone, for popping in. Again, getting used to doing this. I'm really enjoying how many people are enjoying this because I literally was just like, hey, I need to practice classical. So let's just throw on a live, and this is like the 4th day of doing it, and everybody's enjoying, which is awesome. We're going to do a little classical, and then, Bella Ciao. I'm going to look it up so I have it ready to go. I may do that one actually first. We'll look it up. Yeah, we'll just do it. You tell me if this is the right one, because I don't know it. I will play Happy Birthday. That song is very actually challenging to sing, and singing's like my 2nd or 3rd instrument. So, anyway, let me play this Bella Ciao. You tell me if this one's right. Yes, it's all about piano. I mean, music too, but mostly piano. Glad we found the right one. I have never heard that song in my life. This is a Lion and Healy. Funny story. I got this from a guy that got it from a police person in Chicago where they were repossessing it from Al Capone, the really famous gangster. He had like dozens of pianos and the police didn't know what to do with them. my favorite detail, because it's over 100 years old, is it's got this beautiful cast into the piano, which is super good. Um, yeah. Okay. What am I practicing? I am practicing mostly like the Hungarian Rhapsody #1. That's the main piece I'm working on right now. And then I'm trying to get some other stuff done too. I want to maybe play a Liszt Nocturne, and then I'm thinking about maybe a Handel Suite, but we'll see. I'm gonna do Nocturne in E flat because someone asked that a while ago. Uh, Rojo, yeah, yes, this is a totally fake live. You know, this is all pre-recorded. That's how I respond exactly to the thing that you're doing right now, and that's how I can actually do, all the notes. Play a note and it happens. It's just modern technology. It's just incredible. Consolation #3. Hold on, I want to answer that. I am a sucker. Anyone who has been to one of these recently knows I am a sucker for questions about real music-y things. I get really obsessed. Let's just check it out real fast. To start with Liszt. I would say the obvious one is Liebstrom. Liszt is always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard. I would say don't even look at Liszt if you can avoid it until you can do a Chopin Nocturne or a waltz or a Polonaise, and then probably a Beethoven first movement of a sonata. That probably would be a good benchmark to be like, okay, I'll tackle some Liszt now. Because it's just going to be frustrating, and it doesn't sound very good unless you're already pretty good on the technical side. So anyway, we're going to try to sight read. I've never read Constellation #3. It's looking really approachable. Is it earthy or earthle? Earthle. Do you think I should learn the piano? If so, how long shall I take out of my day to learn? Yes, I think everyone should learn an instrument. I just actually made a video about this where I think in many ways it's harder to learn an instrument now than it was when I was a kid because there's so many options for your time, but it's no better time than now because mental sanity and mental health is real, and doing piano lets you slow your life down. And when you are doing everything else in the modern world, everything's about fast, 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 instant results, instant results. And so being able to practice doing something that has a long-term payoff. If you start practicing piano now, Earthly, you'll know how to play a couple songs in a couple weeks or a month, but you won't be very good at piano. I'm just going to be honest with you, probably for the first few years, unless you're either A, very talented, or B, practice a ton. Now, in terms of time, I would say whatever is sustainable. 5 minutes a day can work. But if you can get up to 10, 20 minutes a day, you're going to make super progress. Okay, here's Constellation #3. To check out if it's good, please stop spamming Rush E. I have played that almost every single day. Yes, we will do a little bit of Happy Birthday in a second. We may do Rush E at some point. You may convince me. I think it's a waste of time. I may reiterate my opinions about difficulty and all that. Anyway, let's do Constellation #3. Oh, okay. 2 against 3. First thing that you're going to have to get used to if you're going to play this. Four against 3. Okay, I remember this piece now. I've never played it before, but I've heard it. You can memorize pretty good. Yeah, so I will say, looking at this, this is a fantastic first Liszt piece. It's slightly easier than Liebstrom. The consolations in general, I think, are actually really good pieces to start out on, now that I'm looking at it. The other thing that's, yes, it's quite more approachable than Liebstrom. I would agree. The other thing I would say about Liszt as well is his pieces are very chunky, meaning you can learn just a piece of it, just a chunk of it, and you can totally do that. Again, I will reiterate, I don't think Liszt is a great idea until you got a Chopin nocturne or waltz under the belt, because this is much more approachable and will sound good even if you have to slow down all the technical things. And will teach you a lot of left-hand independence, which is huge if you're trying to play Liszt. I don't know why I took that trill so fast, but I felt like it. You learn a lot about rubato, a lot about phrasing. A lot of Liszt songs bury the melody a lot lower than Chopin does, which make it really hard to sound good. Yeah, you got to stop spamming. Oh, thank you. Yeah, stop spamming. I will totally ban you if you keep saying Rushy over and over and over again. And that's not because there's necessarily any problem with Rushy. It's a fairly PSN is down, so we gotta learn piano. I like that comment. Yes, learn piano. Learn piano in between video game sessions. Like I'm dead serious. On a Saturday like this, if you have the luxury of just having a free schedule and you're spending most of your time wasting it, again, responsibly, work, you go to school, and then you need to let off steam. Something I used to do a ton when I was doing in college, which granted, I was doing piano. That was what my major was. It was the opposite because I still had to really practice. But what I do is I would play video games in between practicing, and it was a very nice back and forth. They complement each other. I'm dead serious. You will enjoy your video games more if you practice piano or an instrument in between, and then it'll let off the steam and make the practicing that much more enjoyable. So, yes, the Nocturne, I would say the Nocturne, yeah, may be the most enjoyable, or the most recognizable. What do you want to hear that's Indian? We could do something. Fantasy, impromptu. Here, let me try to grab some of these. Melody of Swirling Winds. I'm going to look up some of these. Melody, swirling I'm not. Oh, I cannot type apparently. I hope this is the right thing. I don't know. So we will find out. Let me know if this is the right swirling winds. Sanam Terry KSM. I will look it up. I like them. Oh, it's a duet. Okay, and you like the melody half. Oh, there's an ad right now. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we can do. You want the melody and the piano. Oh, so. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Chill guy. I don't know what that is. Yes, Sonam Terry Kasam. We're going to go a little bit in order. Here's the swirling winds. I've heard this requested a couple times. Oh, it's good. That is the one. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, Sanam Terry Kasam. I want to get to this real quick here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. I wonder if I played this. Ooh, that is like the script because it's like a movie. All right. We're going to see if I can't just find this. Oh, boy. I may need to listen to it for a second unless they have a PDF of it. So we may need to... Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, we got to listen to it for a second. Hang on. Ooh, okay.
Subscribe to our channel and
hold on, let's get a better one. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see. Come As You Are. We can definitely do Come As You Are. Perfect. Are you talking about the Ed Sheeran song? Okay. Sanam. Oop, I had it there. Then it went away. Title song. That's a good song. That is a lot of fun. Yeah, no problem. Okay. You were saying chill guy. What do you think of people who learn by synesthesia tutorials? That's a really good question. And I've seen empty out your pockets a few times. Again, there's almost no way to get to all. Oh, just a chill guy. Okay, this is the. What is this? That's what it is. It's the meme song. And then we do the both at the same time. This almost feels like something that could be on Minecraft. Yeah, throw a Turkish song out there. We'll see. All right. Okay. Yes, I think synesthesia videos are good only in case an individual has trouble reading sheet music. Using it as a translation is to have a better understanding of how the piece is played. Okay. I want to talk about two things really quick. And then I want to get into some of these more requests. And then I'm going to need to go, actually. Probably about, I got about 15 more minutes, and then I'm probably going to need to go. But anyway, just warning you. And then tomorrow is dicey. I may have time to stream, probably won't. And then I'm going to try every day next week. So subscribe if you can. Try to tell people, because seriously, I would love to do more of this. This is a lot of fun. Okay, all right. So, synesthesia. Synesthesia is almost tab for piano. The reason why I bring up it being almost tab for piano is tab is the reason why guitar is such a popular instrument. And maybe that's a way too gross of a simplification, but the thing about guitar tab is it makes the barrier go away for people who have a hard time reading music. What I just played for you is from sheet music. Sheet music is the GOAT when you're trying to learn music fast. It really is. And learn music completely. It just is. Sheet music is so much quicker than any other method, because every other method makes you have to listen or look at something first and then play. Whereas sheet music, I guess you're looking at it, but you know what I mean. Like synesthesia, I have to see them and then I get to play. Whereas sheet music, I can just see it and play it right away, and all the information is there, or 90% of the information. Tab, half the information is there. Synesthesia, all the information's there, but it's this back and forth, right? It's a slower method technically. Although, that being said, a huge thing I preach, I am yapping about synesthesia, nostalgia, and whether it's a good idea to learn from synesthesia, or let's broaden it out. Is it a good idea to learn an instrument by rote, which means copying someone else? The answer is yes, if that's easiest for you and it works with you. But here's the problem with learning stuff by rote. You're always going to learn quite slowly for the most part, and your understanding will always be limited. Think about it as mimicking someone else doing a task versus understanding what the task is about. Stop spamming. Do not spam. Otherwise, I will 100% ban you. So stop typing that. Again, if I can do it, I will, but we're not doing that. Okay. This is not an app. This is just MuseScore. MuseScore has a lot of free scores. The trick with this is at some point I need to get moderators and figure all that out. This is the first time I've streamed and actually had a lot of people watching. So I'm new to this. So we'll have to figure it out. If you sub, that's lovely. We could do golden hour. again, that's one of those meme pieces like Rush E. It's not very hard. It really isn't that hard. Okay. So nothing's wrong, Sid, for you. Just don't spam. Okay. So synesthesia. Number one, learn the way that you need to learn first, and then broaden your understanding. If I sit here and tell you, oh, you need to grab sheet music, right? You need to grab a method book and learn that way. Many people are going to go, well, I'm out. And that's not an ideal outcome. And I've had students that have that happen to them. I can do a little bit of Hungarian Rhapsody number 2. I am working right now on Hungarian Rhapsody number 1, by the way. So that's my viewpoint on synesthesia. I will say this is a big beef, though. This is getting into a second thing, and then I will play some more. Don't worry. You were talking about Empty Out Your Pockets by Juice WRLD. I'll pull that out because I've seen you type it, but you've been very nice with timing it out and not just dumping it a bajillion times out there. So I appreciate that. I want to reward that type of behavior. Oh, that is ugly. Why would somebody write it in that key? Apparently that's the key people write it in. Oh, well. Look at this. Look at this junk. We've got 1,000,000 flats. Literally 1,000,000 flats. Anyway. This is the one thing I will say. Okay. Pathetique third movement. We could try it out. Anyway. The point I want to make about recordings and learning on YouTube is, hey, Gloria, is if you're learning on YouTube, so many people play on keyboards and not pianos. And I love keyboards. Keyboards are awesome, but they are limited in their expression range. And so I personally think a really good way to make sure you're learning the best version of a piece, if it's a classical piece, if it's a historical piece, try to find an old recording. The second reason why you want to do that, if it's on a keyboard, I cannot trust a single note that's coming out of that thing. What is a keyboard? A keyboard is an electronic instrument. This is an analog instrument. You look in here, it's a bunch of strings. That's what's going on in there. That's what makes the sound. I play a note, a hammer hits a string. Keyboard, it's digital. It's just literally I press a button, and, it's effectively a music version of this, right? I just hit things and it goes like that. So, anyway, yes, let's go ahead and play some music. We're going to do Empty Out Your Pockets, Juice WRLD. Very, very tons of flats for some beknownst reason. We're in C flat major, which is just B major, just more annoying. Here's the problem, Heather. I don't have, I will play a little bit of Rush E for you, but it's all in good faith, and I know a bunch of people have asked for it because everybody's obsessed with this song. I don't know why everyone's obsessed with this song. It's just annoying, in my personal opinion. I should be nice, because if you like it, you like it, and that's fine. I will play a little bit of it, and then we're gonna do please, please, please. The thing about Rushy, and here, I need to find a real copy of it because that. Okay, we're gonna download it. That'll make it a little easier too, because I don't have to worry about trying to turn the page, which is gonna make it. There we go. It'll make it a little easier to turn the page if it's in my app. So this is Fourscore that I'm using. So, all right. Thank you. Yes. Here's my beef. I'm gonna very, very quickly say the beef about this because I feel like I'm gonna have to say this every single time I do a live. So let's try to see how quick I can get this in. Yes, everybody support Heather. What you can do, because I don't have super chats yet, I don't have any of that stuff set up yet, because even though I've done YouTube for a while, I have not ever gotten to the point where they put me on monetization because I always end up getting distracted by the fact that I have a bajillion kids. And so I never, okay, we're gonna do please, 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 please. I saw that somewhere. So if you can subscribe and you tell people to watch, yes, I've written actually quite a bit of music, Wind of Change. Oh, and I want to talk about inharmonics. I am getting all over the place. I will ping pong all over the place. You guys are totally distracting me with all sorts of wonderful things to talk about, which is great. Thank you so much. Skippity toilet. Thank you, Rhea. That really helps. Hello from France. That's awesome. Okay, inharmonics real fast. And then please, 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 and then I will play you some music I wrote. So inharmonic spellings. Why would you ever call this note C flat? It's a B, right? Why would you ever call this F flat? It's an E, right? Well, the truth is there are good reasons to call these notes C flat. Yeah, we can do a little Billie Eilish. You gotta be patient. Again, this is organic. I'm gonna catch some things, I'm gonna not. We could maybe do Skibbity Toilet. We'll see. You guys are insane. We'll get to what we can get to. And if you don't, just subscribe. Catch me next time online. We'll get to stuff. I love trying to play random songs, especially if I don't know them. It's a lot of fun. Inharmonic spellings. Why would I call this C flat? Well, I'm gonna give you the simplest answer and then a quick analogy, and then we'll play some music. If I am playing, for example, the G flat major scale, I have G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat. If I call this B, then I have B flat and B right next to each other. I'm not in Iowa City, but I have a Hawkeyes hat because that's where I went to school. I have two B flats, and you may go, that's not very confusing. That's an artifact of the fact that we live in kind of a post-sheet music age. There's people like me who spent their time in school to do sheet music, but a lot of people are learning by YouTube, by their ears, and so they don't think about sheet music. If you don't think about sheet music, it's not too hard to think about B flat and B right next to each other. You look at that on sheet music, it is ugly. Now, very quick analogy to explain at least the reason why we do these inharmonic spellings. And that is basically we want to have different names for different purposes. So I am a dad, but I'm also a son. And so when I'm at my parents' house, they cook the food, I chill, I'm hanging out, they're taking care of me. When I'm at my house, I'm taking care of everyone else, I'm cooking the food, I'm making sure everybody's fed. That is the difference between a C flat and a B. A B is home base. That's a B. A C flat moves down to B flat most of the time. It's not a stable note. C flat is not really going to be home base. Of course, unless you're in the key of C flat, which I think is a stupid key. I will say that. C flat is kind of dumb. All right, let's do some please. I want to get to the melody. This is hard to see in this. Okay, we'll get to the chorus. Here we go. All right, 7 weeks and 3 days, and then Spin You Around by Morgan Wallen. All right. I'm gonna stay on task. We're gonna try to do these things in order. Let me play a little something that I wrote. You want something more anime or something more classical? We can do something more anime or something more classical, and then we'll go on. Please, please, please play Skinny Down. My daughter would not be that happy with that. All right. Here is an anime thing that I wrote. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Nomad Nana and Chai. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole reason I wrote it. So that's a love anime piece that I did. You want this? Ludovico Einaudi experience. I wouldn't mind doing that. Yes, I am being picky, by the way, with requests. It's not that I'm not willing to do any request. It's that I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between the ones I'm interested in doing. Um, it's fun to try to do not like pickety to it. Okay, Spin You Around by Morgan Wallen. I did actually say that I was going to do that. So I will play a little bit of that. Especially if there's a piano call. The fact that people make sheet music of this stuff is amazing. Um, Us by Gracie Adams. What in the world? Why is that's not Spin You Around? Oh man. Am I gonna have to listen to this? That's always the worst part, when I actually have to listen to a song to learn it. I'm just kidding. That's totally fine. Spin You Around. What I should do is I should actually put the AirPods in uh, so that I can hear it. Okay, cool. I just want to. We could play so many songs. We could. All right, we're gonna do some Experience by Ludovico Einaudi. Yes, we can do Golden Hour. I mean, we'll see. I'm running short on time-ish. I theoretically will need. Okay, we can extend this time a little bit if, when I grab this baby, the baby is gonna be happy. So I will be right back. Okay. If the baby is all right. Here we go. Oh, I think I know this one. I've heard this before. This is really fun. It sounds good. So the big thing with playing Ludovico is um, do yes, the baby loves piano. He definitely does. The big thing with Ludovico is it's about getting those repetitions sounding good. You gonna play those notes for me? Okay. 7 weeks and 3 days. Yes, it does. My dearest melancholy. I don't know any of these songs. Like that's actually just true. I don't really know any of these songs. I mean, that's not really true. I do know some of them, but I don't know all the songs. Okay, in an effort, we'll play a little bit. I remember. What is this? No, that's not what I want to do. Let's see. What was it? 7 weeks, and then River Lullaby. We could do River Lullaby. We need to start trying to wrap this up. 7 weeks and 3 days. Let's start there, because I know you've been asking that for a while. 3 days. I heard Golden Hour at some point. We'll do 7 weeks and 3 days, and then a little bit of Golden Hour, and then we may do some, like just classical to finish it out, or one of my original songs to finish it out. Oop. Okay. What? Why? I don't know why they wrote the left hand over the top of the right hand, and they are just on top of each other for no reason. I'm gonna reverse the order. What in the world? I'm kind of tempted. stop spamming. I will 100%. Everyone else has behaved after I say stop spamming. But yeah. Yes, you should learn to sight read. Sight reading is literally a, oh good, I'm glad you can hear the lyrics because I've never played that before. I've never heard that before, so I have no idea. Yeah, we'll do River Lullaby. I'm more into that than Golden Hour. And then I'm gonna do one more thing that I probably choose, and then we will call it a day. Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. All right. Oh, it's in 3. I'm so sorry. I was totally doing that, completely not. Yes, I will totally give you some tips on how to sight read, and I actually have a full video about it. If you type in sight read Robert Monroe, I have a full video on it, but I'll give you a couple tips right now. Here's the first one. Look at the time signature, because I totally did. Okay. Thank you for all the requests. I'm not going to do any of that. I think I'm going to probably play the end of the Liszt piece that I'm learning, because that is honestly the whole main reason why I'm doing these, is to keep practicing this. But before I do that, let's talk about sight reading for just 2 seconds. Here's my best advice for you if you're trying to learn to sight reading. The first thing you need to do is you need to learn the letters on the piano really well. I think the biggest mistake with beginners is they, that'd be kind of fun. I'll look at La Campanella. We're not going to do that today. Again, I'm done doing requests today. I'm going to just play a little bit of Liszt and then be out. The thing about sight reading, learn the letters first. This is really true if you're a beginner. Yes, I know anyone who knows piano for a bit is going to be like, I know the notes. If you know the letters, great. But I've taught so many people who say they have a problem with sight reading. They don't have a problem with sight reading. They can read letters on the music. They can't know where the notes are, especially if you don't let them look at the notes with their eyes. That leads me to step number 2, especially if you're older and have the discipline. Force yourself to just look at the music and learn to use your sense of touch to know where the notes are on the piano. You do that, sight reading is going to be infinitely easier than before. So anyway, I've got a whole video on it, but we're gonna do some Liszt right now. We'll see how well we can manage with the baby. Okay, bud, let's try it like this. You good? is why we practice. That's what I was supposed to do there. I did not write this. This is Liszt. Oops, what am I doing? Let's try it again. All right. Yes, it's a lot of notes. It's a lot of notes. Anyway, thank you so much. I've been learning how to play just by watching people. Yeah, that's a great way to start. And then after that, so that's Hungarian Rhapsody number 1. Let me talk about learning how to play by watching people for just 1 second, because I think it's a underappreciated way to learn music. I'm not gonna do Blackpink or anything else. We're done. I gotta take care of this baby and get rolling with the day. But learning by rote, which is the technical name for learning by watching somebody else play, is completely underrated. You 100%. If it is fun for you, if you do it, but be more cognizant of what's going on than just copying. So listen, do they get louder? Do they get softer? Then, here's the next step for you if you're doing that and you want to learn to read. Take out your music. Find a piece that you have the music for. When you're listening to them, look at the music. Even if you don't know what's going on, look at the music. See if you can start making connections. Oh, that part's up there, that's down there. See, you're already doing that. That's fantastic. The second thing is, then start seeing, okay, I know what the note that is. Because the thing about reading music is it's very hard, but it's stable. It's like math. Once you learn the times tables for threes, It's not like that changes tomorrow. And so it's the same with the notes in the music. Once you learn where an E is on the page, it doesn't change. And so that's really the step-by-step way. Really quick on the how Liszt composes. And actually a ton of the Romantic era composers, this is the way they do this. If you listen to this piece, there's 3 sections, and it's just 3 different melodies. So he does a melody, then he does it again, then he does it again. And when he gets bored of the melody, he just adds more variation. More notes lower, more notes higher, in octaves, in double octaves, and then changes keys, but it's the same melody throughout. And then he ties the section up with a cadenza, second section. Melody, maybe a B section, melody again. More notes, double octave, more technical facility. Boom, then you get to the third one. So that's the idea. Do you think someone that started in their teenage years can still become as good as someone who started as a child if they work hard enough? Honestly, okay, I want to answer these 2 questions, and I really need to be done. I have a really, really hard time saying no to answering questions. You guys find my weak spot. I'm going to give you a really quick hot take on that question about starting in the teenage years, and then I'm going to give you a more fleshed out answer. The short answer is absolutely, and I know many, many examples of that. I know a lot of people who are better musicians who started in their teen years than musicians that started when they were very young. I think if you really wanted to do a quick pro versus con, and then I'll tell you why this is all meaningless and a meaningless debate, in my opinion. The quick pro of starting when you're in your teens is you know what you want out of life. And so you can be very specific with how you practice, and you will get a ton more done than someone who's a little kid who their best bet is that their parents have a good idea of how to do music. And so they know how to get a good teacher to guide them in the right way. If that doesn't happen, it's a waste of time. And if anything, will get them further away from appreciating music. This is all coming from someone who started when he was 7. So I'm not saying that as like an anti-starting young. The other argument is if you start young, then you've got all this extra time. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The real truth is start when you want to start. If you're not ready to start and you're young, you don't want to start when you're young. If you as a parent have already decided certain things that you want to involve your kids in, and again, this is another hot take. I have a lot of little kids. Little kids change their minds every second of the day. As a parent, you have to make the decision. Hey, my kid is going to do piano. My kid is going to do gymnastics. Now, as my kids have gotten older, they've expressed interest in those things, and that can change. The other question, how can I become a good keyboardist? So keyboard, I don't know if you're asking specifically about keyboard or just music in general on a keyboard instrument like this. Thanks Chopin. Chopin enthusiast. The keyboard specifically, it's a lot about technology and production. So if you love computers, sit on your computer, listen to sounds, mess around. Again, I'm done doing requests. I'm answering this one question that I really have to run. And then again, I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but please subscribe because I 100% want to do this regularly going forward because it's a ton of fun and it's been great. How do you become great keyboard like piano? Okay, this is what you need to do. The first thing is you need to decide that you have a goal in mind. It can't be that general. So thank you so much for everyone who's saying already subscribed. Let's say your goal is I want to play pop music. I love Sabrina Carpenter. I love Taylor Swift. I'm going to play pop. Then start trying to learn pop. And focus on 2 things. One is technique and long-term vision, right? So the long-term vision, and again, I actually just made a video about this. The long-term vision is I need to learn my scales. Why do I need to learn my scales? Because scales are not only what allow you to do this, in any key. Why do I need to know all my keys? Because I want to play all the songs. The other thing, no, I'm not going to say your name. That's a trap. The other thing about learning the scales, though, is you can improvise them. That is going to get you really proficient, but scales are going to demotivate you because they're boring. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So that's why you need a specific goal. If you do that, you will just build on that day after day. If you are quite talented and have a lot of time to spend, you can get to the point where you're playing songs and enjoying it within a couple months. Like now, if you are not as talented, which there's nothing wrong with that, I personally identify as someone who, at the beginning at least, I won't say that I'm not talented because I know that I'm quite good at piano now, but it took a very long time for me to get good at piano. It is, yes, you absolutely can practice scales while watching a movie. That's a great point. The other part of it, though, is getting that daily motivation and then having that long-term view. If you have that long-term view, that is going to really benefit you from really getting that extra bit. Because, again, I'm trying to think. So I did not really be able to play pop by ear until college. Granted, that wasn't a big thing of mine, but yeah, I mean, seriously, it's a lot of long-term thinking. And so if you commit and you're consistent, you're going to get there. And I know it's not a sexy answer, it's not a fun answer, but it's just true. All right, I need to get rolling, so I'm going to stop trying to answer things and do different things. I may try to source some of you into being moderators. Oh, okay. All right. I do want to answer this one more thing from you, Caps Lock, and then I'm going to be done. Really difficult to find chords by ear. Break it down another step further. Okay, there's two ways to approach that. Either one is, I'm not even going to worry about that right now. There's so many resources online. You can learn music by reading. You can learn music by just watching somebody's hands. Nothing wrong with that for right now. The second thing to understand, though, is you can go, okay, instead of trying to hear, well, okay, actually, I'll just give you this resource and then call it quits for today. Musictheory.net. Musictheory.net, go to their ear training section on the exercises, and they have a chord identifying tool. Cut out all the seventh chords and just do major, minor, augmented, diminished, and think about what they make you feel like. That's the real trick. All right. Is this a fake live? Absolutely not. I don't have any idea. These people are crazy. I would mostly ignore them. Thank you so much to everyone watching. Until next time, peace out, subscribe, like. We're going to get going with this, and then we're going to get to the point where monetization is on, and then hopefully you guys can help support me, and then we can do these longer and have more fun. So, all right, see you later. Peace.